David Guetta and Sam Martin, it's dangerous here on The Big Breakfast. Brand new music. Hey, it's Robbie. Hope your Thursday's going pretty well so far. Last week, before Adam went on holidays, we had the opportunity to catch up with Chad Kroeger of Nickelback, the main man himself. We're going to have a look at that in 3 parts over the next hour or so. So let's get into it right now. Chad Kroeger of Nickelback. Mate, thanks for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, fantastic, man. Whereabouts are you at the moment?
I am in freezing cold Canada.
Oh, but you got to love Canada. That's the number one destination on my travel list.
This time of year?
Well, just in general, man. Something about Canada just intrigues me.
Well, we both have the Queen on our money, so there's got to be a little bit of common area there.
Ah, fair point. Northern Lights, is that, you see them from Canada, don't you?
The Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
Where do I have to go to see that?
Well, it's kind of a time of it's. If you'd like me to go into a long nerdy speech as to why that actually happens, there's a solar flare that sends charged particles towards the Earth, and they gravitate towards the magnetic north and southern poles. When the particles enter the atmosphere, they light up, becoming the Northern Lights, which we also refer to as Aurora Borealis.
I thought we were chatting with Chad Kroeger, not David Attenborough.
I know. I was going to say, that guy can't be replaced. Oh, wait, until Chad Kroeger came to the scene.
Yeah, I'm going to start some sort of nerdy science show now.
Now, mate, we're going to be seeing you in Australia in May.
Oh, I can't wait.
What do you miss about Australia the most, Chad?
Sunshine?
Yeah, we'll give you that.
Oh, heat, the ability to go outside without 35 pounds of outerwear.
Do you like wearing shorts when you head out and explore the towns?
Oh, I love Australia. My biggest concern is spending too much time out there and just frying to a crisp. That's my only concern.
The iconic Nickelback show has a drum solo, which I love, but also the T-shirt gun. Now, the thing is, right, I was at the basketball and they have T-shirt guns there on the weekend, and I caught my first T-shirt ever. I want to up the ante, Chad. Am I allowed to shoot one of these guns at the show like you do?
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, guys, we got to put the T-shirt cannons back in the show.
Oh, you took him out.
Oh, that's gold. I can picture you firing it during Edge of a Revolution, Adam.
Oh, Chad, mate, can we just say, it is the theme song to this show, Edge of a Revolution.
We love it.
Nice. I like hearing this. But my biggest concern right now is making sure that we put the T-shirt cannons.
Load them in the trailer.
Stick them in a flight case. They've got to come. We got to bring them to Australia. As soon as we started seeing all these other groups, like Green Day started doing it after we did it, and then Chris Daughtry started doing it after we did it, and was like, okay, everybody's doing it now. Let's jump off this train. We're jumping right back on that train now.
Hell yes. Now, before it got reinstated, what did you do to replace it? Was there some big gimmick in the show?
We've yet to replace the amazing T-shirt cannon gag. Maybe we should just stick it back in and leave it in there. I always loved that part. It was so much fun. That's when silliness happens. And then sometimes we would even pour a little bit of beer into the bottom of a cup just so you can fire that thing across the arena, out to the fans. That's always good. It's always nice when you've got 70 people on stage and there's just mayhem just raining down on the audience. It's always a good time for me.
Now, you're touring because of the new album, No Fixed Address. Of course, that obviously means it was written on location, pretty much. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we just wrote this and recorded this thing, so I can't even count the places that we recorded this album. Too many to list. And so, yeah, No Fixed Address just felt like a good title, something that was very accurate for the recording.
We're just coming off the Christmas season, the holiday season and all that sort of stuff. Very interested to know, what does a Kroeger family Christmas look like for you?
Well, the wife is crazy about Christmas. She goes a little overboard. Most people have one Christmas tree in their home. We had 3.
Oh, my God, Chad.
Yeah. She got a little, she also wanted to get a good head start on it, too, so I think the tree went up around October. I'm not kidding.
What about the food situation?
Everything. Yeah, I mean, I like to just be a big pig at Christmas, so I like to just eat everything. so as much as I can get my hands on. And there's a lot of family that comes over too, so there's usually a big spread there of all the usual suspects. What do you guys normally do?
Oh, we do the family thing. Robbie's family is elsewhere, so he travelled around. Is that right, mate?
That's exactly right. I went up to a place called Port Hedland, which in fact is 49 degrees today, which that's in Celsius, so I don't know how to convert it to Fahrenheit, but it's hot.
Yeah, that converts to bloody hot.
No, I did the same. I just did family stuff as well, Chad, and yeah, basically put on a lot of holiday weight.
Everybody does that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, compared to your industry and ours, you're on stage working off your calories all the time, and we sit down and talk into a microphone. So really, you're going to be fighting fit when you head to Australia, right?
Oh, yeah, by the time I get there, I should be okay. I make no promises about the first 4 or 5 shows in America. Yeah, like when we were doing this and I was like, I don't know, 20, 24, 25, 26. Well, I was always pretty skinny, but, I was starting getting a little bit older. And the tours kind of get stretched out. Like we've stopped killing ourselves and, doing like 220 shows a year. We're trying to enjoy the stage of our lives. And so you might go 6-8 months in between tours. And, the cheeseburgers and the beer and, all the yummy good stuff. It's just like, it's too hard to say no to, especially when, over Christmas with everything, all the turkey and the ham and all that crap. Oh, it's too hard to say no to anything. So I just sort of, and getting on a treadmill just doesn't sound like a good time to anyone. I don't know anyone who just, okay, honey, I just can't wait to jump on a treadmill. I don't want to know that guy or hang out with him.
You said the tours become a little bit fewer and far between. Are they still as debaucherous as when you're a bit younger, or do you sort of tend to take it a bit more easy?
Well, I'm married. So obviously it's not quite the same as, back in the day. Of course, we were silly. We were, crazy, absolutely crazy. There's an arena full of people screaming that want to do nothing but come backstage and party after the show.
Sounds like a horrible time.
Yeah, and that happens 5 times a week. So, I mean, you wind up, with a thumping headache most of the time and not remembering entire legs of tours, but just knowing that you had a blast.
Now, is the wife...
I think there's a whole world tour that I can't quite remember. Time we put out All the Right Reasons, it's just like, oh God, I can't remember. There's a good year that's just a little fuzzy.
That tour was that. I went to that tour as well. That was a fantastic tour, man.
That was a good one. That was great. I mean, they're all great. I get to stand on stage and act like an idiot and drink and scream into a microphone and play my guitar. That's my job. I don't know what I did in my past life, but that's my gig. And it's a good one, and it's been good to me. And so, I just want to keep that going as long as I possibly can.
Now, Chad, we got a listener question before we go. Kerry wants to know what Aussie bands you like listening to.
Well, I know it's the easy go-to and it's low-hanging fruit, but it's true, and I love them, and they are probably one of my most favorite bands of all time, and it's AC/DC.
Yeah.
I love AC/DC. When it's 1 o'clock and you're with your buddies and you're having a couple of beers and all of a sudden Have a Drink on Me comes on, I scream like an idiot at the top of my lungs to every word, and my buddies all sing along with me. And so AC/DC that's a big one for me. There's a band called, I think it's called Carnival.
Oh yes, Carnival's great.
With a K. My brother turned me onto that to one of their records, and the one that's got Set Fire to the Hive on it.
Yep.
That's a great record. There's some really cool stuff on there.
They're a WA band as well. They're from our neck of the woods.
Nice. Very cool. I wonder if they would tour with us in Australia.
I'm pretty sure they'd be keen.
That would be cool. I would be watching that set every single night.
Now, Chad, the other listener question we had was Boomer from Dalwallinu. He wanted to know what's the favourite arena that you've played?
The Perth Arena. Of course.
Hey, that was what we were looking for.
All right, now I'm going to test your memory here, Chad. What colour is the Perth Arena?
Don't do this to me.
That was probably the tour he can't remember.
Yes.
No, actually, every time we pull up, I'm in some van with tinted windows, and they scoot us in underneath, and I never really even get to... I don't even think I've seen the outside of it or got a good look at it. And by the time we're leaving... I'm in no shape to be taking pictures or, knowing where I am. But that being said, on 2 different legs, I insisted that we get a week off in Perth, and so I've spent a decent amount of time there, and that is a great town. I love Perth. Oh, I've had some good times.
Do it again, Chad, and we'll show you the sights. No worries about that.
I can't wait.
It has to be disciplined, though, mate, because he is married after all.
This is true.
So no going to the voodoo lounge, all right?
Still watch the sun come up.
Yeah!
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. Now, Chad, pack the T-shirt guns, and hopefully we'll see you soon, all right?
I can't wait, you guys. I'll bring the gun. I'll bring the cannons if you promise to get up on stage and act silly with them.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
That's a date.
Sold, mate. Thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thanks for taking the time, you guys, and thanks so much for the support.